Hi, I'm back. This is going to be my downward spiral 4. I've had a hard time, feeling in the mood to tell more about it and get involved in the story. Because you gotta have the feeling of being able to express how fucked up it is. I don't know. I don't want to be angry to tell it. I don't want to be sad to tell it. I don't want to be super excited like it's not fucking a good thing what happened to me. Or what I experienced or saw or heard or, oh my god. The insanity of it is impossible to even express in the right way. But, yeah, here I am. So let's see, what's the date today? What does that say? Oh, jeez. Oh, well, it's 3:30 in the morning. It's the 6th of December. Crazy. And I have a crazy song playing just for it. And I guess since I play all this new weird music to go along with my stories and shit, or at least what I'm listening to at the moment, I should always say what I'm listening to. And, this is a group called Archive. And this is called, oh my god, fuck you. It's good shit. Goes along with all the people that fucked with me. So where I left off last was when I got arrested for theft of services. First time ever arrested in my life. 43 I was then. I'm now 44, but I was 43 back then. And, what a shit show. It's a fucking circus, like they say. It's not your circus. They're not your monkeys. But they might not be my monkeys, but these monkeys took fucking part in the shit show that happened in my life, so yeah. So anyways, yeah. 5 sheriffs, theft of services. Melissa's a fucking bitch. So, after that happened, a petty war broke out. There's Melissa and Jason. I've known Jason since I was 14, 15, mind you. He was from Salve, I was from Camillus, but he hung out at Denny, no, back then it was Perkins and Camillus. Just like I did and everybody else. So everybody knew everybody, we all partied together. And, but he's been a psycho over the years, and I have reason to despise him and loathe him and want to see him in misery for the rest of my life. We'll get into that later. But anyways, so after I was arrested for the theft of services, they started turning into nutcases. And 2 nights later, I go to walk outside and it's nighttime. And I have 3 steps on my front steps. And I go down the 3 steps and my foot hits the pavement. As soon as it hits the pavement, this LED freaking strong ass sensor light goes bing, lit up my whole fucking front yard, house, everything, right off my front steps. I got my driveway there, then there's grass, and then their house. So it's triggering as soon as I walk out my front door. I'm like, are you fucking shitting me right now? You gotta be shitting me, right? This thing is so bright. the radius that it lights up is unfucking believable. You fucking game-playing pieces of shit. Really? So, your yard, the yard over there, doesn't light up at all for anyone walking around. But this thing is pointed directly onto my yard. At first I was pissed. And I was like, wait a minute. These fucking idiots. You're giving me free power. You're giving me free lighting. My living room would be lit up bright as fuck. And the porch where I hang out off of my bedroom. Bright as fuck. Everything's lit up. I didn't even need lights. It was insane. Huh. So now I don't have to steal power, I guess. You know what I mean? I can just walk out my front door. Well, I decided after the first night I need a way to use and utilize that fucking light since they want to play. You know how I like to do it. Oh, you want to play? I'll play. Yeah, this is what I call the petty war. So, me being who I am, I made a fucking scarecrow. I put it in the front yard. And I ran a fucking rope across my front yard and into the window of the porch. I triggered that motherfucker every time it went out. Everything was lit up. 2 nights, I would just yank on it a little bit. And it's like, oh, there it goes, bing, fucking awesome. I got power. I got lighting. This is great. You guys are fucking so nice to do this for me. Thank you so much. It's hard to see, and, I could save on batteries, the flashlights, and, everything in my house is lit up. You guys are awesome. Yay. Thank you. Yeah, that's how I play. They moved the sensor light. That sucked. Assholes, fuck you. So the next day, I go to walk out my front door. These motherfuckers have a camera, a trail cam. They only have this much property. That much. And then the rest is mine. Pointing right at my front door, right at the side of the house, and porch window where I hang out. It's just pointing right at my property. Are you fucking kidding me right now? You guys are gonna fucking use surveillance of whoever comes to my house, everything that goes on here, like, really? Oh, that's fucking nice. Yeah. So I grabbed the big piece of plywood from the backyard that I have, and I prop it up so that they can't see everything I'm doing on the porch. What the fuck is your problem, you psychos? Really? That's bullshit. It's illegal. New York State legal. They could put it on the edge of their property line, not even have an inch of their property under surveillance, and it's legal. The only time it becomes illegal is if it's video and audio. Audio makes it illegal. Video, do it all day long. All day. All day, all night. For the rest of fucking eternity. Doesn't matter. So I'm like, yeah, that's some shit. So I take pictures of this fucking stupid thing too. What do? They call the cops on me for taking pictures of the thing that's taking pictures of me and everything that happens at my house. Really? And the cops are like entertaining this, and I'm like, really? Are you fucking kidding me right now? Alright, I get it. So they put up a sign that says this property is under 24-hour surveillance. You guys are fucking nuts, for one. But, once again, challenge accepted. So, I find a friend that has a friend who professionally makes signs for a living. I had a sign made professionally that says, "This property is under 24-hour surveillance by nosy neighbors." Yeah, that's right. Touché. So, yeah. I think it's fucking hilarious. I don't know about other people. I know a lot of people do. A lot of people did. But, alright. The next morning I wake up. There's 4 more fucking cameras in that yard pointing at my house. You've gotta be fucking kidding me right now. Seriously? So I have no privacy? Everyone that comes to my house, everything. Everyone. It's all under surveillance by them. Trail cam. The one good thing is that trail cams, the majority, like 85% of them, don't and can't take any kind of photo or video of through windows. So I'm like, alright, well, whatever, cool, but anyone else probably would have gone over there and taken every single one of them. You know what? If you want to be that petty, if you want to be that stupid. Like every night they were coming to take the SD cards out so they could bring them home, switching them out so that they could watch whatever they think is going on here or whatever. Like, I don't know. Like, there's no cameras on the side of their house, which is where the main door is, because Ralph did like some crazy shit on the front of the house. So the side door is the main door. There's no cameras there. The backyard, no fucking cameras there. But there's 5 fucking cameras out here that are all pointed in the direction of my house. I've never been a criminal. I've never fucking robbed people. I've never been arrested. I've never done anything intentionally, like, cruel. I've never been malicious like that. I've never, but, sorry, that's how they want to play, so, alright, whatever. Let's have some fun with this. Yeah, well, they're the only ones that had fun for a little while. Well, I mean, I still got my own thing, but, like, I was starting to lose my shit, and, probably had about 5 calls on me for a suspicious person when I was just walking from my house to the corner, which is my house, Ralph's house, and then the corner. Cops called on me multiple times. Suspicious person. I'm like, why do you guys keep entertaining this? Why aren't you guys telling them, stop, you're wasting our time, it's ridiculous, and it's harassing. I started telling the cops, I'm like, the next time you guys come for something stupid like this, as soon as you leave, I'm calling 911 and I'm asking for an officer to come here so I can make a report on harassment. So you'll have to come right back. You're going to leave and then it'll be my call because that's harassment. It's petty fucking bullshit harassment and I'm sick of it. They called the cops on me for bringing my garbage can in one night late one night. They called on me for taking pictures of the cameras that are taking pictures of me. They called and got the old stupid Yuki bitch next door involved in like calling every time there was a guy here. Like, are you fucking shitting me? Like, I'm not allowed to have friends here, dude. You're out of your fucking mind. They called code enforcement on me. That was a good one. Code enforcement actually told me that that I had to get my yard mowed up. Mind you, it was a Wednesday afternoon, and I had to get my yard mowed up and clean and presentable looking by Friday afternoon, or they were gonna fine me $250. You're gonna what? Are you fucking kidding me right now? This is grass. And exactly what I said. Have you looked at that fucking house next door? The fuck about that thing? I've been on the street for 25 fucking years. That house has looked that way for fucking 25 fucking years. That house is condemnable. And you're worried about my grass? Because they want to be douchebags? But what about that fucking house? Tom Price, code enforcement officer, says, well, you know, Ralph died a week and a half ago, and I said, well, you know what? Then they've had a week and a half to fucking work on the fucking house. What's going on with the house? You're worried about my weeds? $250 really, and you're giving me like a full day and a half. Oh, there's something wrong with this picture. I busted my ass getting that yard done. Couldn't do anything about the middle. But I got the front done, the weeds in the front, everything. Fucking got the yard looking pretty decent. That was the best I could do. Fucking unbelievable. Rose house has been condemnable for fucking 25 years. You're shitting me, right? That's all I can think is like, you're shitting me, right? This is a joke. Has to be a joke. Oh, shit. Oh, my. Well, no, it wasn't a joke. Let's see. I know I wrote a couple of things down that I didn't want to forget about. I'm freaking... So I go to court about the theft of services and whatever. And then I have another court date coming up. And all of a sudden I get something in the mail. It's they said it's a criminal summons. I have to come in for an arraignment. So this must be a mistake, because I already did that, you know. No one said anything to me about anything. Like, what could it be? Well, I couldn't get hold of my lawyer, so I was like, I better just go. I gotta get there somehow. So I make it to court, and go up with my lawyer, and they're talking about the new charges. The fuck do you mean new charges? I've already been arrested for that. What the fuck else did I do? I didn't do anything wrong. Fuck, I barely even did that wrong. Like, that was the stupidest thing ever. Well, okay, so I got arrested on the 11th, and on the 6th, apparently, I remember, like, something weird happening about it. Okay, so my phone died one day, and I ran an extension cord. I only used it for, like, I don't know, probably 20 minutes or whatever, but I didn't put the extension cord away. I left it there just in case I needed it when I got home. So, when I left, apparently Melissa, Jason called the cops, and Camilla showed up, Camilla's cops, and they took the extension cord back, and then apparently, you know, it wasn't satisfactory of what Camilla did for them, so so this fucking bitch somehow had the power to do this. She went to Camilla's police, even though they never spoke to me once, nothing ever, and said something about, well, the sheriff's department pressed charges on her. Now we want you to. So they pressed charges on me again. I never even was talked to by a cop. Nothing ever. It was an hour. How do you do that? You get the sheriff to press charges and then go back to the other agency and say, you should have pressed charges and we want you to now? Doesn't matter how long it's been? Second time I'm arrested for fucking theft of services. Never arrested before in my life. Oh, shit. Yeah. It's fucking fantastic. Son of a bitch, fucking unbelievable. Let's see what else. I can't even see. Oh yeah, so apparently in the trail cam footage that they're getting on me, they're noticing that I have a lot of guys coming to my house at all hours, and so all these guys come to my house. Like, okay, so like my cousin would stop by, my son and his friends, all guys, they'd stop by. I'd have a friend or two or three maybe a week that would swing by to like help me out with something or do something that I can't do on my own. And then, yeah, I had 3 or 4 roommates in the last 3 months. I could have a fucking gangbang in my backyard on my deck if I wanted to, and it's none of their fucking business. They can suck my ass. But anyways, wasn't that many guys, but it doesn't matter. The cops, if that was me that said something like, oh my god, it seems like there's a lot of guys going over there all the time, they'd be like, you know what, that's not what we're here for, you know, blah blah blah, and they'd be like, you know, oh. So depressing. Anyways, so tired again. Cigarette. So anyways, so okay, so we did that bullshit. That's the second time. Fucking all the stupid bullshit. Yeah, got called on for suspicious person, garbage cans. Jesus. Photos. Okay. They even had the fucking nerve to tell the cops that I stole their fucking cat. So I'm sitting on the porch, and all the windows are open. It's a nice night, and all of a sudden I hear like gravel, you know. And I look, and there's a Camillus cop with their fucking all their lights off. Creep around the corner and stop in front of like Ralph's house. Huh? Can't do it. So the cop fucking sits there, and then all of a sudden another Camillus cop comes up behind him. And at that point, they both take off down to Melissa and Jason's. So I'm like, oh great, what do I do now? So, shit. So the cop leaves their house and comes down the road, stealth mode again, no lights. Parks in front of the Yuki's house. I'm like, what the fuck is this idiot doing? So he gets out and he starts walking through my front yard towards my window out there. I mean, well, everything was open. And, cops like, well, Jennifer, I'm sorry, but, you know, we're looking for Jason's cat. And I'm like, cool. Like, well, you know, I'm like, no, not, well, you know, you don't even know. I'm like, dude, I'm so sick of this shit. I'm like, I'm being harassed constantly. This is absolutely one of the worst ones so far. Like, this is so stupid. He's like, well, you know, Jason did tell me that you take in animals, and especially cats, and you had a lot of cats, and whatever, and I'm like, yeah, you can think what you want. That was like 4 years ago since I've taken a cat, and actually 5 or 6 or more. I'm like, alright, so first of all, I can't even believe that you're entertaining this kind of bullshit from them and not telling them to just leave the petty shit alone. Secondly, I was wearing a sweater, whatever. Anyways, it itched. And then I was like, when my son didn't come home for a few days when he was like 15, 16, and I called you guys, you pretty much didn't even entertain the idea of doing anything. Like, you didn't give a fuck if my son was missing. He's a human being. Really? But you sure give a fuck about this fucking, whatever the fuck this is. Like, I don't even know. Like, I'm like, you know what? He's like, well, I saw a cat in the window, so I figured I should come in. I was like, dude, okay, you guys assume what I have, or assume what's going on in this house. I only have 2 cats left. They're both on my bed sleeping. I said, you know what? I also have to mention, fuck Jason. Fuck his cat. Sorry, I like the cat, obviously more than him. But you know what? Fuck this. He shot and killed my fucking cat and my dog back in 1999. And now you motherfuckers are at my door asking me if I stole his fucking cat? Fuck him. Fuck you. I'm not even going to entertain this fucking conversation. I'm not dealing with it. Get the fuck off my property. And I slammed the door. Fuck that shit. Motherfucker killed my cat and my dog. Shot my cat. Shot my dog in the jugular. Buried my dog 2 yards over. That was a vacant lot. And my son, who was 6, and all the neighborhood little kids were helping me find my dog that whole time after because I didn't find her. And all of a sudden, they saw loose dirt in their fort, right next to their tire swing. And they dug, and they found my dog. Fuck Jason. Fuck his cat. Fuck Melissa. Fuck that shit. Dude, you want to know how much I lost my shit? Get the fuck off my property. Right now. Go. Not dealing with it. Bye-bye now. How dare you. Bye. Yeah, that's pretty much how that went. I gotta pause it, or stop this because it's 28 minutes and I fucking don't want to make something that's like too long. I guess I'll come back, but yeah. Stole his cat. How about you not let your 17-year-old cat out for the first time in its life in a neighborhood that's overpopulated with fox and coyote? Don't come to my house. Don't ever say that kind of shit to me. Ever again. Fucking people are disgusting. So yeah, so there's that. And yeah. So I'm going on to another movie in a little bit. I want to get at least 2 done tonight. So good night, and as always,